Alrighty then. Successful indie author, 5-minute focus, episode 871, Courage. All right, watching Deep Space Nine, and there was a great quote on there from the captain to his son, who is becoming a writer. It takes courage to look inside yourself. It takes even more to write it down for others to see. This is part of what I've been saying all along, is that when you write something, you share a bit of your soul with the readers. You put it in there, you hide it, but it's still there. So you're putting it out there for others to see. The fear of putting yourself out there. But what do you have to fear? Courage. Courage is doing something even though you're afraid. And that's military. Yeah, do stuff all the time when they're afraid. No, they won't admit it, but they are. No reasonable person wouldn't be afraid of dying when there's stuff going on. Yeah, the extreme sports people, I don't get that at all. But it works for them. They like that rush. They like that rush of well, as a writer, you sneak things in there. So you're dominating your story, but then you're putting it out there for strangers to read. So what are you afraid of? Strangers judging you? Guess what? They're judging you anyway. I know as an author, even though I won't say it out loud, when somebody says, oh, hey, I want to write a book, or I've always thought about writing a book. Well, why don't you? That's usually my answer. And yeah, what are they afraid of? Is it the risk? The risk of what? It's not the risk. It's the investment of your time. And then after you've done it, you put it out there. Now it's the risk of other people telling you that you don't measure up. But what's that to be afraid of? Because how can you, if you don't practice? How can you be good at something without practicing it? And the only way to get to practice writing is to write. The only way to get better at it is to write. So why would you not write something? And why would you expect it to be great? Because you're great? Yeah, of course you're great. But your story, that's a learned skill, is writing it. So once again, courage. Yeah, it's okay to be afraid to put yourself out there and get ridiculed by people. But are you ridiculed by people whose opinions are important to you? Yes, no, maybe. If it's just an average stranger on the internet, come on now. Get on Facebook and browse. You're going to see all kinds of strangers with all kinds of opinions, and most of them bogus. So bogus. So why would you give them any credibility in your career and your life, especially when you've invested the time to get better and better? By the time you've written your third, fourth book, and you've gotten feedback, and you've listened to people who are professional readers, those people who read. That's why I like retirees. Boy, they're great. Because they read with a purpose. They read to be entertained. They don't have that much time left in life, and they don't want to read stuff that's not good. They'll recognize a great story, but there may be technical details in there, and that's what they can help you with. Like, oh, this one went off the rails here, and you lost me. Hey, we don't want to lose you, so let's on our side plots and make sure they support the main plot, that we aren't losing the story. So once again, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of learning? Oh my God, I would hope not, because this is us, humans. We're always learning. I hope you're always learning. So courage. If you're afraid to put yourself out there, don't be. Because all you can do is learn and get better. Think about it as risk versus an investment. The investment of your time is all it takes to begin with. And yes, to be a professional author, time and money, it's one or the other. Sometimes it's both. But but the risk, if you risk nothing, guess what? You gain nothing. What could happen? Oh my God, people might like your stories. Holy cow. Then what do? Write more stories. Then you start making money at it. Holy cow. Why would I do that? Why would I want to be afraid of making money? Or are you afraid of not making money? Oh, I can't market. I'll just write a great book. Makes it a whole lot easier. Peace, fellow humans.